My name is Walter Amity. I'm an emergency manager here in California. And this morning I got up and watched more coverage of the Venezuelan earthquakes. And one of the things that stood out to me was this concept of 72-hour disaster kits for family members. We tell them to be prepared for at least 72 hours, but we as emergency managers aren't prepared. Do we know what we're going to do in the first 72 hours? If so, what's your plan? I mean, probably the first 24 hours after a major earthquake, you're going to try to get staff in to the EOC and check out your critical facilities, make sure most of your facilities that you're going to be using are in good shape. But then what do you do after those first 24 hours? 72 hours in a situation like Venezuela, where you might have an apartment complex that is in rubble and you need to try to save lives within those first 72 hours. Do you already know which buildings you need to send people to? I mean, that's critical. If you don't know that, you're going to be depending on field reports. And field reports can take time because most likely you're not going to have cell phone coverage to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody. Do you want to have to depend on others? Why not have a list already planned out for knowing exactly where to send responders to check, to make sure that there's no issues with the apartment complexes in your city. That way you cut and shrink that 72 hours into a shorter time frame, where if there are individuals who need your help, who need to be rescued, they can be rescued in a fairly short amount of time and take the guesswork out of figuring it out on the fly after the earthquake. Preparedness is before, not after. So we've got work to do. Let's make it happen. Until next time, have a nice day.